This is the greatest Gojo chapter of all time. So first, Gojo is just hitting black flashes back to back to back. Sukuna is getting saved and carried by Mahoraga. Gojo has destroyed Mahoraga using his hollow nuke, right? His hollow purple. Oh my lord. This chapter was insane, and also it is confirmed that Gojo has won. Well, at least we'll leave it at that. Alright, they said Gojo win. I'll leave it at that. Damn. Sukuna can't use domain amplification either. Mahoraga is dead. What a crazy chapter, man. What an absolutely insane chapter. Even Yuta has admitted that he's just not him. Yuta went back to being fraudulent. You know, it is what it is. My bad, Yuta fans. Actually, it's not, because you guys were cooking me last chapter, so gotta cook back. But Gojo, the 10,000 IQ plan, he just cooked. He literally nuked Shinjuku. He actually hit a full hollow nuke. It was crazy. There's so much to talk about in Sukuna. You are a fraud, my guy. We already knew it, but you're just a fraud. Confirmed, like 10 times confirmed. And hey, be sure to leave a like. It really does help out. And of course, subscribe for a ton of JJK videos just like this. Spoiler videos, reviews, power scaling, crazy theories, and of course a live stream tomorrow talking about the chapter that you don't want to miss. So if you love JJK, you will not regret it. And of course, thank you to Jujutsu Kaisen and that guy Trey. Thank you guys very much. And let's get into this fantastic chapter, man. It was crazy. I can't lie. You know, I did a live reacting to each page as it came out, and I told you guys, I actually called it that Miyamoto was trolling, because Miyamoto says, oh, it's not looking good this chapter, and he always says that when he's a Gojo fan. Translation, it means it's going to be a great chapter for Gojo. So the chapter starts and Gojo has the honored one look on his face. He is the honored one. So the exact same face he had against Toji when he awakened, he has it. And the narrator, oh no, the narrator said Sukuna is nervous. That's crazy. Confirmed by the narrator. Is this your goats? Like, some of you guys actually think this is your goat. Nervous? Really? He's sweating. He's sweating against the goat. And then Gojo hits a black, just like his own command, a black flash on Mahoraga, on Daddy Raga. Sweating, he's nervous. Oh, and it turns as Gojo spins around to get behind him, and he's gonna hit a black flash on Sukuna, and he does actually hit a black flash, but of course, Daddy Raga blocks it for him. What can you expect? It's like the 10th time Mahoraga has saved Sukuna. Yeah, Gojo's just firing him off at will. And yeah, the reason Sukuna is nervous is because Gojo is at 120%, because that's what happens when you hit a black flash. You enter the zone. And then Gojo begins to chant, and Sukuna, you know, his fraudulent 0 IQ, mind you, is like, that must be a red. I'll have Mahoraga tank it. But then Gojo, well, it is a red, but he doesn't know what's gonna happen, right? He fires it up Gojo, and because Sukuna, the 40 years, has all the information on Gojo, has all of the knowledge on his techniques and all that, because he has Mega Me's memories, he knows what's gonna happen, and he's like, Mahoraga, you gotta do something. And he screams. It's like he's crying out to his father, please, Mahoraga, you gotta stop him, you gotta stop him. And of course his father goes to do the dirty work for him, but Gojo doesn't let him. He leaps up right from behind him, and he just socks him away. He actually just socks him right in the face. It's pretty cool. Sukuna then tries a piercing water to destroy. It's actually the blue, but of course the goat Gojo just says nope. He literally just does a chant casually and just hardens it, and it does nothing. It really does nothing. Then of course we get Yuta saying, yep, I'm a fraud. And Kusakabe's like, yep, I told you, bro. And then it combines red and blue. That's how the hollow purple is made, but keep in mind, this is not a controlled hollow purple. So the reason the hollow purple always goes in a straight line or is a controlled ball, because when Gojo makes it, he makes it so he's controlled. However, this time he's making it chaotically. He's combining them manually outside of the realm of what he can control. He's actually just physically fusing them, which is just going to create an explosion of a hollow purple. And there it is. It is an actual nuke. It destroys Mahoraga and his wheel. Just nukes Shinjuku. Like, that's just insane. And I'll talk about the theories, actually, about what happened to Mahoraga and how he will come back as a totality, which is going to be really crazy. But yeah, it gets nuked. Sukuna is just missing a hand. Shinjuku looks just devastated, destroyed. It is crazy to see. Sukuna's ragged. His clothes are destroyed, tattered. He is bloodied, roughed up. He's missing a hand. His face is ripped apart. His legs are a bloody mess. And of course, Gojo is alive and well. And I actually thought in the live reaction, if you watch it, I thought you'd been fine because the Limitless sort of just tanked it. But no, apparently he still took it. So I guess the hollow purple can bypass the Limitless. That's crazy. But the reason it didn't affect him too much is because it's made of his own cursed energy. So it's pretty crazy because Sukuna probably did actually get shielded from Mahoraga. That's very, very likely what happened. And then Kusakabe says that Sukuna has lost because he doesn't have Mahoraga, slow healing, and he won't be able to use domain amplification too. And then it just says Gojo has won the battle of the strongest. That's it. Gojo has won. So whatever Sukuna's secret is, whatever he was hiding, he's got to use it now. It is pretty crazy that even with the 10 shadows, Gojo, he just clapped. He just went to town. He was doing his business. And whatever this secret is, if it's Yorozu's gift, like Sukuna's already a hyper fraud, right? He's been saved again and again and again and again by techniques that aren't his own, by Shikigami that aren't his own originally. And if he has to use Yorozu's gift, oh no, oh my god, that is insane. Carried by your crazy yandere ex-girlfriend, man. How much help does this guy need from outside factors that on his own? Hein era Sukuna would have gone clap. Like Gojo, if this was Hein era Sukuna, he would have been going to town on Sukuna this chapter. I mean, he already was going to town on him, but Sukuna would have lost a long time ago. Gojo just unleashed his load. He released the beast of that explosion in Shinjuku, the nuclear bomb. And I just want to say it is great to be a Gojo fan. If you're a Gojo fan, shout out you. If you're a Sukuna fan, hey, my condolences, man. The last time Sukuna showed up was like 225. It's actually been 10 chapters. How you guys still Sukuna fans and getting by? That's rough, man. I don't know how you guys do this. It's tough for you guys. You should have chosen better, that's all I'll say. Okay, now let's actually talk about the chapter. Of course, Gojo isn't going to win, right? There's no way Gojo is actually going to win. Like I've been saying every review and every video I made. Narratively, Gojo just has to lose somehow. Even if he wins in quotes, Sukuna just has to come out on top, because the one who has to fight Sukuna is Yuji. It's just got to be Yuji. He's the final fight for Sukuna. It's Kashimo too, and as much as he's actually one of my top 3 favorite characters, narratively, Yuji's the most important. He needs to get a Sukuna fight. It'd be really weird if Gojo really just beats Sukuna now and that's the end. I guess they just have Kenjaku. But that's why it won't happen, because the story will just end. Gojo will just kill Kenjaku and there we go. But as for what Sukuna's gonna do, so of course first, or we talked about Yorozu's gift, whether that's Indura's weapon, it could be, or it could be the other sphere. So we know in the cover page of Sukuna, he has 2 weapons. He has Indura's main weapon, is called the Vajra. That's the smaller weapon that he has at the bottom of the page, and the top of it he has a massive spear. We don't know what that is. I think there were actually theories about that. Could be one of those 2 weapons, I guess. Indura's Vajra would be the best. That would be really cool if it's that smaller weapon that he has. 2, it could just be open, so it's his shrine that he has hidden, so maybe he's just gonna say open, and that was his ace the whole time. It's a very obvious, straightforward, in-your-face answer, but that's the way GEGE likes to go. He usually goes the most Occam's razor, straightforward path, and he just makes it so it's really cool. He writes in a way that's really, really great, because he's a great author. Or 3, it's just a brand new technique that we've never seen. It could be the skeleton from the 10 Shadows, it could be something that's not even shrine, just something you've never seen from Sukuna, or it could be the maximum of the 10 Shadows. We don't really know. It could even be a totality of all the Shikigami. So maybe now that all the Shikigami are dead, including Mahoraga, that's a condition to combine them all, or maybe even summon the big skeleton, the spooky skeleton in the domain. Maybe that could happen as well. That would be very interesting if the skeleton really does come out, because there are so many theories that people have made from the beginning of time about that skeleton. It's going to be a big factor, and maybe it's a secret that not even the Zenin clan themselves know, because no one's been able to defeat all of the Shikigami. There's never been a point in history where all 10 of them were defeated, right? Because remember, it was said that nobody's ever tamed Mahoraga too, so not only was this the first time Mahoraga was tamed, but Mahoraga was also defeated for the first time too, so there could be some new Shikigami, again, totality or skeleton, or even something new like a dragon or nine-tailed fox. No one in history knows, because no one's ever actually reached this point in the 10 Shadows, and that could be Sukuna's ace. There's so many different possibilities, right? I mean, I was even seeing people say that Urume is gonna come in and do a bit, like not fight Gojo, because Urume is not strong enough to do anything, but maybe help Sukuna, or provide Sukuna some weapon or something, maybe even heal Sukuna at the cost of their life or something crazy like that, which I don't think. I actually think Urume is going to be Maki's final fight, as I always say. Yeah, from beginning to end, Gojo was just being his ass. He was just going hard, nuked Hollow Purple, defeated Mahoraga, black flashes again and again. Sukuna was saved by Daddy Raga. He was screaming to the high heavens, please, Mahoraga, you must stop him, please. But of course, the goat is just him. You just can't stop him. You really just can't stop him. The best thing to do when fighting Gojo is to not fight him, right? It's to surrender. Sukuna, you're not in the Hein era anymore. You're not fighting against farmers and plumbers, man. You're in the modern era. This is LeBron James. That's the Goatjo right now. Sukuna's like MJ with the Wizards. Washed. Some people saying he's the GOAT. I just don't see it. I've never seen it. I know he's going to win eventually in the end, but he's going to win in the most fraudulent way possible. I mean, it's already been such a fraudulent path to victory. I could just never support someone like this. I know some of you love Sukuna, and I get it. He's kind of cool. Well, he was cool before in the past, not really that much anymore. To all the Gojo fans, we cooked another Gojo on top chapter. You love to see it. Thank you, GEGE, for cooking another 10 out of 10 chapter. That's my goat right there. GEGE AKUTAMI with Gojo Satoru. And hey, be sure to leave a like. It really does help out, especially if you're a Gojo fan. And of course, subscribe for a ton of JJK content. Again, like I said, a stream tomorrow talking about the chapter. And I always make crazy theories, spoiler videos like this one, power scaling, and a whole bunch of stuff. So if you love JJK, you won't regret it. And of course, thank you to all of the channel members. I do really appreciate it. And so, take care, guys.